So this is a revision video on all things fractions. So we've basically got 4 questions to deal with, one for each operation, and we're just going to go through how we do each one. So the first one is multiplication. So remember, when we multiply fractions, what we do is we do top times top, bottom times bottom. And that's always the case. So we're always going to do, in this case, we're just going to do 3 times 6, so that's 18. 18, and then bottom times 4 times 10 is 40. So we can simplify that down. Both in the 2 times table, so we can divide by 2, so 9 over 20. And it looks like that's as far as we can go. Okay, let's move on to our next one. So we are now adding. So remember, when we add stuff together, we need to have a common denominator first. So we're looking at our denominators. We've got a 3 and a 4. Well, originally what kind of springs out to me, that 3 and 4, they've got a common multiple of 12. So we can make equivalent fractions. So instead of having 2/3, we could write that in terms of twelfths. So 2/3 is the same as 8/12. I got to that by timesing both top and bottom by 4. And similarly, 3/4 we can write in terms of twelfths, timesing by 3. So 9/12. Now that we've got a common denominator together, we can just add along the top. So 9 plus 8 is 17. So we get 17/12 as our answer. Okay, division. So division is very similar to multiplication. You just got to remember one thing, that when you divide, you need to flip the second fraction and multiply. So this is going to become 1/5 times by 4/7. So I've just flipped that second fraction, and we're just going to treat it as a multiplication now. So top times top is 4. Bottom times bottom, 5 times 7 is 35. And there we go. Okay, finally, subtraction. Essentially, subtraction is the same as addition. You need to find a common denominator. Well, you can see that 5 and 10, probably easiest to turn them both into tenths. So we don't need to do anything with the first one, we can just keep that. And then to get this one, we need to times top and bottoms by 2 to get to 2/10. 3/10 left 2/10 is 1/10. Okay, so that's how you deal with all 4 operations with fractions.